Welcome back to Tech Talk Simplified, the podcast where we unpack complex business problems and show how technology, especially low code, can provide practical, cost effective solutions. I am your host, Naveena.
And I'm Sudhakar. Today, we are tackling a problem that almost every growing business faces: how to manage recruitment, onboarding, and performance tracking efficiently. These processes form the backbone of a company's growth. Get them right, and you'll have engaged employees and smooth scaling. Get them wrong, and you risk delays, frustrations, and even losing top talent.
Here's the twist: most companies are still running these processes manually. In fact, a recent HR survey showed that more than 60% of small and mid sized businesses still rely on spreadsheets, emails, and messaging apps to handle hiring and onboarding. That might work when you're a 10-person team, but it breaks the moment you start scaling.
That's why today we're talking about Zoho Creator. It's a low code platform that allows HR leaders, not coders, not IT teams, but HR leaders themselves to design and automate their recruitment, onboarding, and performance management processes. And we're going to show you how step by step.
Let's paint a picture. Imagine you're an HR manager at a growing company. You're juggling 20 open positions. Resumes are flooding into your email, hiring managers are pinging you on WhatsApp, and you've got 3 sticky notes reminding you of interviews tomorrow.
Now imagine one candidate emails their documents to you, another sends them via WhatsApp, and one shows up with hard copies. You save one in your laptop, another in Google Drive, and oops, you misplace the hard copy. That's chaos.
Exactly. And that's just recruitment. Once someone is hired, the onboarding process often becomes an even bigger mess. You send a welcome email, IT sends a laptop approval request, managers wait for new joiner details, and finance wants banking info for payroll, all in different systems at different times.
And the poor new hire, they're left waiting, sending reminders, filling out multiple forms, and wondering if they made the right choice joining your company. That's not a great first impression.
And performance tracking? In many organizations, it's just an annual ritual where managers dust off last year's appraisal form. Employees fill out self reviews that nobody really reads, and bonuses are decided with little transparency.
This approach wastes time, reduces engagement, and creates blind spots for leadership. And when growth is rapid, these inefficiencies multiply. That's the real cost of disconnected HR.
Now let's flip the script. What if HR could take control of their own digital tools? What if instead of buying a rigid HR software package that doesn't fit your workflows, you could build exactly what you need?
That's what Zoho Creator enables. It's a low-code platform where you can drag and drop fields, design forms, automate workflows, and build custom apps, all without deep coding knowledge.
For recruitment, you can build a recruitment tracker. Resumes flow in automatically from job boards, emails, or referrals. The system tags each candidate by department, skill set, or role so you never lose track.
And it doesn't stop there. Automated interview scheduling means no more manual back and forth. Candidates receive professional email invites, interviewers get calendar blocks, and reminders go out automatically.
Once the hiring decision is made, Zoho Creator can auto-generate the offer letter. Instead of opening Word and retyping details, the app fills in everything: role, salary, joining date into a standardized, error-free template.
This doesn't just save HR time, it improves consistency, reduces legal risks, and gives candidates a professional, seamless experience.
Now let's move to onboarding, one of the most stressful phases for both HR and new hires. With Zoho Creator, you can design an onboarding module that covers everything.
Here's how it works. The moment a candidate accepts the offer, the system triggers multiple workflows: a welcome email with joining instructions, a secure portal where the new hire uploads their documents, notifications to IT and admin for laptop setup, email accounts and ID cards, alerts to the reporting manager so they can prepare for the new team member, a checklist for HR to track every step.
And all of this is visible in a dashboard. So instead of chasing 5 different departments, HR sees exactly which steps are completed and which are pending.
One company we worked with reported that new hires were fully onboarded and productive on day 1 instead of waiting around for laptops and access cards for a week. That's a huge productivity gain.
Here's another often overlooked part of onboarding: asset management. Laptops, phones, access cards, all of these have to be requested, approved, and tracked.
With Zoho Creator, you can automate this too. For example, if someone is joining the engineering team, the system automatically creates a hardware request for a laptop and software licenses. For the sales team, it could be a phone and CRM access.
And compliance. Think about background checks, NDAs, and policy acknowledgements. Instead of emailing PDFs back and forth, you can build digital forms that employees e-sign directly inside the portal.
This makes the process faster, more transparent, and fully auditable. If there's ever a compliance audit, HR can pull records instantly.
Now, performance management. In traditional setups, this is painful. Annual reviews, outdated portals, and endless paperwork.
With Zoho Creator, you can make it continuous. Employees set goals in the system. Managers log check-ins throughout the year. And 360-degree feedback is collected automatically.
The best part? Dashboards. HR and leadership can see performance trends in real time. Who's excelling, who needs support, and how individual goals align with company objectives.
This creates a culture of transparency and accountability. Employees know where they stand. Managers have data-driven insights, and HR can track engagement across departments.
Let's share a case study. A mid-sized IT company with 700 employees was struggling with slow hiring and delayed onboarding. It often took 5 days for new hires to get laptops and access.
They implemented Zoho Creator, building a custom HR portal that automated everything from recruitment to performance reviews. The result? Onboarding time dropped to 1 day. HR saved nearly 30 hours per month, and employee satisfaction scores improved dramatically.
And because it's low code, they didn't need consultants for every small change. When they open a new office in another city, HR just added a new workflow for local compliance in Creator, done in hours, not months.
Before we wrap, let's share some best practices for HR teams adopting Zoho Creator. Start small. Begin with recruitment or onboarding before tackling performance. Collaborate. Involve IT, finance, and managers early to design and workflows. Think experience. Focus on candidate and employee experience, not just internal efficiency. Use analytics. Track KPIs like time to hire, cost per hire, and onboarding completion. Iterate. Treat your HR app as a living system. Adjust it as your company grows.
And here are a few mistakes to avoid. Overcomplicating the app in the first version. Forgetting to train hiring managers. Not securing sensitive data with role-based permissions.
Avoid these, and your digital HR transformation will be much smoother.
Before we wrap up, let's take a step back and think about the bigger picture. We've spoken about recruitment, onboarding, and performance management. But the real power of platforms like Zoho Creator lies in how they evolve with technology.
That's right. Imagine combining low-code apps with artificial intelligence. Suddenly, your recruitment tracker doesn't just store resumes, it actually scans them, highlights top candidates, and even predicts cultural fit based on previous hiring patterns.
Or picture onboarding where a chatbot powered by AI greets new employees, answers their FAQs, and guides them through filling out forms. No more, where do I upload my PAN card? Or who do I ask for my laptop?
And in performance management, AI can analyze trends across teams. It could flag when someone's productivity is dipping, suggest upskilling opportunities, or even predict attrition risks. This isn't science fiction. It's already happening in early forms. And with low code, HR teams can integrate these tools without waiting on big IT budgets.
The bottom line is this: low code gives HR agility and AI gives them intelligence. Together, they're shaping the future of work. So here's the takeaway. If your HR team is still stuck with spreadsheets, email chains, and scattered WhatsApp messages, it's time to change.
Zoho Creator gives HR leaders the power to design their own digital systems without waiting on IT or buying expensive rigid software. It's flexible, secure, and scalable.
That's the future of HR. Smart, automated, and people first.
Thanks for tuning into Tech Talk Simplified. Don't forget to subscribe, share this episode with your HR colleagues.
Until next time, keep automating smart and working smarter.
Before we really sign off, here's something to reflect on. Think about your company's HR process today. How many steps are manual? How many hours are wasted chasing follow-ups? and how many opportunities are lost because candidates or employees had a poor experience.
Now imagine if even half of those steps were automated. What could your HR team do with the time they saved? More importantly, how would your employees feel if their first day at work was seamless, their growth was continuously tracked, and their managers had real time insights into their progress?
Here's your challenge. After this episode, sit down with your HR team. Pick one process, just one, maybe interview scheduling or new hire document collection, and ask, what if this was automated?
That one question could be the starting point for a complete HR transformation.
And remember, don't wait for IT or big budgets. With low code platforms like Zoho Creator, the power to innovate is already in your hands.
We'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop us a comment, share your HR automation stories, or let us know which process you'd like to digitize first. Who knows, we might feature your story in a future episode.
Thanks again for listening. This is Tech Talk Simplified. And until next time, stay curious, stay innovative, and keep building smarter businesses.
Before we sign off, let's slow down a little and reflect. HR isn't just about processes, systems, or automation. It's about people. At the end of the day, the question we should always ask is, are we making the employee experience better?
That's so true. Think about the very first day of an employee. The way they're welcomed, the way their workspace is ready, the way their manager greets them. It sets the tone for their entire journey. If that experience is smooth and memorable, they feel confident they made the right choice.
Exactly. And when we automate the boring, repetitive tasks, HR finally gets time to focus on those human touches, like actually being there to welcome a new hire or having a proper one-on-one conversation about their career goals.
It's a mindset shift. Instead of HR being the department of forms and approvals, it becomes the department of growth and culture. And that's what technology should enable, not replace.
And here's something else to think about. Automation doesn't have to feel robotic. When done right, it actually creates more space for empathy. Because when HR isn't drowning in paperwork, they have the bandwidth to notice when someone is struggling or to celebrate small wins.
Yes, and culture is built in those moments. A quick message on an employee's birthday, a reminder to managers to appreciate their teams, a transparent way to track progress, these aren't big things. But together, they shape how people feel about their workplace.
And the beauty of low code is that you can build these little touches into the system. Imagine a workflow that sends a personalized note from the CEO to every new hire on their first day, or a small dashboard that highlights team milestones. It's simple, but it makes employees feel seen.
I like that thought, seen and valued. Because every employee, no matter what role they play, wants to know that their contribution matters.
And that, to me, is the real goal of streamlining HR. Not just efficiency, not just speed, but building an organization where people feel like they belong.
So, if you're listening right now, here's our gentle nudge. Don't just look at HR automation as a cost-saving tool. Look at it as a culture-building tool. The smoother your processes are, the freer your HR team is to nurture people.
And when people are nurtured, they stay longer, they perform better, and they become your biggest advocates.
So, as you go back to your work after this episode, ask yourself, what's one small change I can make today that will make an employee's experience better tomorrow?
It could be as simple as automating a reminder, creating a digital welcome kit, or setting up a small check in workflow.
And watch how those small steps over time build a workplace where people don't just work for a salary, they work with pride.
That's the vision we want to leave you with today. A smarter, kinder, more people first HR powered by technology.
And on that note, we'll wrap this extended session. Thank you for spending your time with us. We hope this gave you not just ideas, but also inspiration.
Until we meet again, keep building workplaces that are efficient but more importantly, human.
This is Tech Talk Simplified, signing off.